there's that, there's that. And I'm just gonna check something. I'm just gonna check the stream real quick. I'm setting this up. Que se me sube el colesterol, se me sube el colesterol. Que se me sube el colesterol, me sube el colesterol. Okay, cool, we're on. Hey guys, welcome. So today we are gonna check out a little bit of gang stalking material. We are gonna check out TwitterX. There is a lot of gang stalking information, and there is a lot of people talking about gang stalking, about their experiences with gang stalking. And what we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna go over some of the tweets, or some of the tweets on my current Twitter account or TwitterX, and we're gonna just go over the impositions and the experiences of people that are experiencing gang stalking. So welcome, and we are, give me 1 second. I'm fixing this up real quick. Que se me sube el colesterol. Which screen is that? Give me a second. What's wrong with my screen? So let me just. Oh, I'm already having trouble. So I'm new to the software. FYI. Sources, videos, add a source. Not browser. Mac OS says screen capture. Add existing. No. Remove. Yes, I think I have to redo that because for some reason it's just not showing. Do I refresh it? Nope. What's going on? So give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure this. Oh, I'm trying to understand this thing real quick. Why is that? Where's that screen even coming from? So I'm gonna have to redo something real quick on the software. Remove. Yes. Open. Video. Media source. Mac OS screen capture. Add. Wrong one. There we go. I just have to refresh that apparently. And here we go. Yay! So we got it done. So let me do the same thing with the other one. Sorry, so this is a little crazy. So let's just do it like this. This is gonna be better. So here we go, we good. All right, so here we go. So now we're gonna start with here. And this is my current screen. And we're gonna start by checking out this guy, Robbie. And Robbie's saying everybody involved in trauma-based mind control and Zetisberg is spitting in the face of God. So what is it? Is Sir Set Zoom? Like I honestly have no idea what that is. So let's just start with that. So Zet Sir Zoom, like that. So what is that? Because I'm honestly not sure. So it says psychological warfare techniques. Said it's pronounce. How do you even pronounce that?
Zersetzung.
Saozentsong. That's crazy. So here it says German for decomposition and disruption. So was psychological warfare technique used by the Ministry of State Security, Stasi, to repress political opponents in East Germany during the 1970s and 1980s. In 1980s, is there to combat alleged and actual dissidents through covert means using secret methods, abusive control, psychological manipulation, and prevent anti-government activities. Decisive counter-espionage method as means of repression. People were commonly targeted on a preemptive and preventive basis. Salud! Basis to limit some activities, political dissentment. So this is pretty much about like governmental control, like governmental control. I guess it's yeah, pretty much to control people. People were commonly targeted on a preemptive and preventive basis to limit or stop activities of political dissent and cultural incorrectness that they may have been gone on to perform and not on the basis of crimes they had actually committed. Designed to break down, undermine, and paralyze people behind a facade of social normality in form of silent repression. That's crazy. So, evolution of operational procedures. This is insane. Okay, so trauma-based mind control. So, like, the reason that I'm not a fan of these types of comments is because not everyone really understands what Setzerzung is, and it's kind of like difficult to actually even talk about that. So actually, let me see if I can open the chat because I cannot. I see everything, but I do not see the chat. Chat. Here we go. Sorry. So I was just opening the chat. Hey. Hey there. Hey, welcome to the chat, guys. So now we're doing the next one, and this is what we got going on. So here, this is what we got going on. So on the next one, we have this saying. Here we go. Much better. So on the next one, here we have. So Mia, about she's always posting content like this. It makes me wonder. It's like it appears that like it's the job of some of these people. You know what I mean? MK Ultra never ended. Like what? It's like these people are posting these things like it's their job, which is pretty insane. And everyone deserves to live in peace. Therapy won't heal you. So this is crazy. So Thomas, and his Twitter handle is at the brain code recode, and he's saying talk therapy won't heal you because trauma isn't just mental; it's trapped deep into your fascia where no therapist can reach. That's why you still feel stuck. Here's what no one told you and how to release it naturally. Like, no, no, trauma is psychological. Like your body remembers, yeah, but guys, look at this. Look at how insane this sounds. Look at what this. So Ana Toledo is saying not to talk to your cat. Like, look at what she's saying. She's saying, dear community, look at what she says, dude. Stop thinking out loud or telling your plans to your kitty. Can you guys believe that? It's prompted by the criminals for the criminals. Let me explain. Like, that's insane. Let's see. Let me explain. Let's see what she says. This is too insane, guys. Stop thinking out loud or telling your plans to your kitty. It's prompted by the criminals for the criminals. Let me explain. Have you noticed you have developed a habit of thinking to yourself? Many a times reciting what you are going to do next or for the rest of the day. This is not a random occurrence. And it says, it is entirely directed and international and intentional, provoked by the mind manipulators working in Colorado Springs and Denver to help the local criminals that chase around you for free money. What? Look at what she's trying to convince us of. This woman is crazy. While it is true that through remote neural monitoring, the criminals at the CIA and the Space Force monitor our thoughts, monitor our. No, let me reread that because that was a little off. While it is true that through remote neural monitoring, the criminals at the CIA and the Space Force monitor our thoughts in real time, security clearance limitations preclude them from telling the community perps what you are going to do next. So this woman is saying that if you think out loud that what you're going to do next, that you're going to be telling your perpetrators. She's practically telling you not to talk to your cat. Like, don't you think that's a little bit excessive? Like, to be honest, like one of the things that happened when I was being targeted, I am not gonna lie to you, I felt like a bunch of these things were actually based in some type of reality. I honestly did. If you're getting targeted, you have to understand that. I'm sorry, so I need to put on a new shirt because this shirt is too hot. So, like, you need to understand that if you're getting targeted, it's actually healthy to talk things out loud. However, like in my case, because I was homeless, dude, I was actually, talking out loud and thinking out loud by next to like cars where I felt like everyone was listening, and that is something that just happens with time if you are a target of gang stalking, which is insane, dude. So now we are moving on to the next. So here, what do we have? So hence the need for them to induce you to think out loud. So look, this type of messages like saying, oh, they're inducing you to think out loud. Like it sounds like a campaign to make people paranoid. You know what I mean? Like it's literally just a campaign to make you paranoid. Like if you are a targeted individual, you have to understand that these things is this type of content is what keeps you stuck in the gang stalking narrative. Like these are just made to make you feel paranoia. Like you guys have to understand that this is just to make you feel paranoid. And from the community perspective, so hence the need for them to induce you to think aloud, so that the local criminals can gather the information and have the perps either wait for your arrive shortly after you anywhere you go, or the infraguard criminals interfere with whatever online activity you are about to engage in. So this is really crazy. Like if you are a targeted individual, you have to understand that this is like beyond. It's incredible. This content is incredibly dangerous. Like, isn't it crazy though? Right, Nicolas? It's crazy. Like this woman is literally telling you to like not talk to your cat. But the thing is that this is like, it's insane because this actually has like an effect on the minds of people. It really, really, really does. Like if you are a targeted individual, you have to be careful with this type of content because you have to look at it. If you're getting targeted, there's going to be a bunch of people trying to make you paranoid. Just understand that. And that includes online. Like, look at this. This woman is practically telling you, don't talk to your cat. And she wrote an article. Look at how official that looks. And she says, you see, most of us have throat and or ear implants or hidden microphones in our homes and cars. Like, for real, dude? And then she's saying, I am certain that the local fusion centers and their criminal operatives access the sound information from the implants in our ears and throat and house mics through Bluetooth and Wi-Fi range of you. Hey Bree, how's it going? So look at this, Bree. Look at how insane this is. So look at what this woman. Look, her online tag is Ana Toledo, and she's talking to the target community, and she says, "Stop thinking out loud or telling your plants to your kitty." She literally suggesting people to not talk to their cats. Sí, ma'am. Okay. Like, it's insane. She wrote like an article to tell people to not talk to their cats. Like, come on. And she's saying the following. Have you noticed or have you developed a habit of talking to yourself many times, reciting what you're going to do next? And that image that she's putting there, it just feels like she's mocking. I think that's so. Bree says crazy. Cats are so comforting to talk to. Yeah, but look, she's saying that people here. Look. She's saying, hence the need for them to induce you to think out loud. But this woman posts content almost like if it was her job. And you see, look at what she puts. Look, she puts, you see, most of us have throat and or ear implants or hidden microphones in our homes and cars. I am certain that the local fusion centers and their criminal operatives access the sound information from the implants in our ears and throat and house mixed through Bluetooth and Wi-Fi within range of you. Like, that's don't think that, dude. That's not good. That's so this types of content is what makes people paranoid. Like, you have to understand that this type of content is super bad for you. This is content that drives people crazy. Like you guys have to understand that this content drives people crazy. That's why we're going over it because it's, and this woman posts every time I go on Twitter. She has something new to say about it. It's like she's posting stuff like that, like if it was her job. And then she posts, when you articulate out loud your thoughts or plans, or even telling your kitty, wait for me while I go to the post office, you are giving the criminals a time advantage to set up gang stalking boots on the ground. So her content is, it's geared towards targeted individuals. It says right here. It says, it literally says right here. Let me grab my I need to get my charger so that my iPad charges. Give me 1 second. So like this woman is literally like trying to make targets go crazy. It's insane. And watch. So when we put this content on there, look, when we talk more about her, well, not about her, but about the content here, she says, keep talking to your kitty, it's therapeutical, but do not tell him or her where you are going. Like what? Tell him about how beautiful she is without having to wear makeup. Like this content is insane, dude. She said, make it hard on the pathetic criminals to cash in under taxpayer funded gift cards. Like there is people pushing this concept of gift cards. And then I was wondering, why are all these people pushing the gift cards? Where is it coming from? And look, there's so much content about gift cards and gang stalkers. It's insane. Then she says, this is not to say that they will send your pathetic minions out. It just means it buy you some time to go in and out. Hopefully giving you the chance to wave at them as they arrive just as you're leaving after completing your transaction. Fight back, make an effort to make them regret having targeted you. Like their days are numbered. Like yeah. Like a lot of the people that put this stuff out, it's like it makes you wondering what are their intentions? Are like what is their goal to do this? Because this is not something like that a normal person would simply just put. You know what I mean? It's really, really crazy. So let's look at the comments. So it says they are also able to listen to people's internal monologues if they have one. Listen to how it's trying to make people paranoid. So it says here. So Nicola Tesla is saying, I have one idea today. I don't talk, I don't search, I only think. And someone sent me any idea like a normal message in WhatsApp. Really strange because it's not happened only one time. So can you rephrase that, Nicola? Because it's grammatically I'm a little bit confused. So now let's see. Oh my God, my milkers are showing. So now it's saying in my case they can use forced speech to make me say whatever they want. Like what? But then look at what else she puts. She puts repeat positive affirmations. Was I always say that, like you repeat positive affirmations. So like these people tell you to do one thing and then another, so people just simply feel confused all the time. It's totally insane. When I was targeted, so Mark Wood is saying the following: when I was targeted, which I will never know exactly who they were, but I have a good idea. Everything is hacked, so you get on extreme videos to fake them and read the Bible or whatever your interest books, never technology. I've never talked to myself until the last 7 years after being placed on this list by my childhood friend who became an FBI employee in 2018. I've had to control it as time went on when I finally figured out what was happening. I absolutely know this was done by the FBI. Like, that's crazy, dude. That's really insane. So now we got here. Mark Wood. I have to figure out how not to get traumatized. CPTSD and gray rock is there, whatever. This is 100% true, Anna. I've talked about my neighbors across the street from me, which I know are involved in my gang stalking so much, so that I've said that will happen to them once I got concrete evidence soon. I saw one of them moving big white box on a bicycle a block away to another. House, which still is in line of sight of mine. They were friendly before, but made a 360 once I started noticing things. Now their car is supposedly broken down and it's parked directly across the street facing my house. And that's the only vehicle I have to get around. Wouldn't you think if it's your only method of transportation or you get it fixed? Like, guys, a lot of these messages are like really weird. Like they're not even like spelled correctly. So it says street facing my house, method of transportation, you get fixed. Now watch after blah 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 blah. on how the mother and son will walk daily to, like, this is not making any sense. Like, that's crazy. And this is, his name is Joe, and this person is actually paying. So we're gonna follow this person. This person is actually paying for the premium Twitter X, dude. Look at their thing. This person is insane. Oh my god. You know, these types of diagrams are harmful. This type of stuff is harmful to your mind. It really, really, really is harmful to your mind. Let's see. So it's like, she's like, this woman is insane. Like, it's crazy because she has like a lot of followers on Twitter X. And she wrote an article, guys. Like, she is actually paying money to post these things. By the way, when you pay, I'm not sure, I'm not 100%, but when you pay for verification, you can write articles which give you more legitimacy. What else do we have here? The tagline of my conspiracy Twitter cursor now streaming on Tubi. Surveillance creates psychosis. I wanted to explore what happens in a society when it's under constant surveillance by public-private partnerships. When behaviors are nudged and conditioned. So, you know, to be honest, all of this content is made to make people crazy. Like, you have to believe that. This content is literally designed to drive people insane. And now we're going on to the next one. Microneedle delivery device. What? Let's see this patent. Sad humanize. Oh no. Hey Reptile, what's sad humanize? How are you? So let's see. The invention is directed to nasal delivery device compromising one or more microneedles. What's that? And methods of nasally administering a. You know, by the way, anyone can make these patents. That's how I feel about anyone talking about gang stalking at all. What do you mean, Reptile? So here we go. Let's check this out. It says inserting embodiments and nasal delivery, blah blah blah, absorbing compromises, some embodiment and nasal delivery device compromises reservoir, one or more therapeutic agents, where in reservoir is fluid communication with more microneedles. So other purpose for inducing media into the body. Also, you break it and then you put it in your nose. That's crazy. That's crazy. But like you're gonna notice if you put like a microneedle. Let's see, what are they saying about this device? This is not a chilling prediction from 2010. It's a leaked plan. Can you believe that this attack on Iran and the wars that are yet to come are simply preparation for what? What is this?
No, Iran does have nuclear weapons. He believes that they have been provided by China behind the scenes. And all of this is intended because it's all right with these controlling forces that Iran has nuclear weapons, because they want them to be used. The plan is for either Iran or for China to retaliate after Iran is struck.
That has nothing to do with gang stalking. What is this? Breaking news: around 200 youths have taken over the streets of Brooklyn, with some jumping on cars, damaging hoods, and breaking windshields, while others twerked on rooftops. Oh my god, dude! Look at this. She's twerking, dude. That's crazy. Imagine if that would happen to your car. That's insane. She's literally twerking. So here we go. Let's see. Documenting extreme torture for over 1,000 volts meter in my head. So look at her. Documenting extreme torture for over 1,000 volts meter at my head, crushing the bones in my skull. Filthy, inhumane animals. The Israeli Mossad is doing this to me under the contract of the CIA. They attack us here. You know, I think that there is a whole lot of crazy people, and we really don't understand it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way people are posting these things like it's their job, but like I doubt that's actually a woman. That I doubt that's actually her face. Do you know what I mean? There is no way her profile is real. April 19, 7 hours, 7 hours, June 12th. What's today? Guys, what's today's date? Hackable humans. Like, there is like an actual intent at driving people crazy. There is an actual intent at driving people crazy. Like, if any of you guys is a targeted individual, stop looking at this stuff. The reason that I'm doing these types of lives is because this stuff is what made it worse for me. All of this material was super harmful. Like, this material is harmful for targeted individuals. If you are a targeted individual, you are in a very particular point where your perception of reality is twisted, it's incredibly warped, and you are going to not be able to differentiate between reality and things that you're imagining. Like, when I was getting targeted, there was a time where my mind actually manifested what I was imagining. And that is something that you guys have to be incredibly aware of. Your mind is going to manifest whatever it is that you believe is real. So if you're getting targeted and you believe that there's these types of directed energy weapons, if you believe that any of this stuff on the screen is actually happening to you, if you are in that situation, your mind is actually going to create evidence. So, like, if you read a lot of things about directed energy weapons while you are in a sensitive emotional state of trauma because of gang stalking, your mind is going to be twisted in such a way that it's going to create evidence, like for directed energy weapons. You know, it happened to me. I still, right now at this second, I'm actually feeling weird sensations on my left foot. And that is simply because of gang stalking. gang stalking will make you feel really weird sensations. And right now it has been like 7 months since the last day I was targeted, and still yet I still feel these weird sensations. So now let's see. So Tesla Nicola saying, bro, someone just think about you. Can I don't know. I think about the sun and you refresh. There's a text of the sun and you say WTF. What do you mean? Bro, someone just think about you. Can. Bro, someone just think about you. Can. I don't know. I think about the sun and you refresh. There's a text on the sun and you say WTF. I'm not understanding what you mean. You and Reptile. What about Reptile and I? So now we got. So Hood Ross says, what I noticed with the gang stalking, they are trying to pull on your energy. They trying to pull into the matrix. Soon as you get up and go outside, they pull your energy ASAP. I'm gonna email you some screenshots of them on Twitter. Okay. So honestly, when I was experiencing this, I have to tell you that I actually felt like I honestly, there was a time where I actually had I actually felt like they were pulling my energy. Like when I used to hear voices, guys, and when I was getting gang stalked and I heard voices, the voice I would feel weird sensations on my throat, and and the voices would tell me, "Oh, we are taking our energy. You are our energy source. That's why we harass you." The voices were saying that my pain was an energy generator, and they were feeding off my energy, which is really insane. But it just felt like that was right, and and I was doing a lot of psychological things, but like gang stalking really pulls you away from reality. It really, really, really does. And it is incredibly difficult to snap out. Like I used to believe all kinds of crazy things. And the thing is that because it was gang stalking, every single day there was a new narrative. All the narratives were different. The narratives weren't consistent throughout my life. All the narratives were literally changing all the time, which is insane. So I think you're being gangsta by aliens. No. What do you mean? So look at how absurd that sounds. I think you are getting gang stalked by aliens. Like, come on. Like, I don't think you're a gang stalker. I mean, I don't think you're a target. I think you have to be a gang stalker. It's tough. It's tough, but you've got to not look for patterns. He says being gang stalked today in London. Makes sense, they need attention, everything a distraction. It doesn't even go away in my sleep. I wake up and I think there's no way that I actually, there was, people act like the technology isn't there. Oh my God. Like the technology is there, but it doesn't mean that it's being used on random people. That makes no sense. It's like, how come once I slept and I literally pulled myself away from these people, my mind began working normally. You know what I mean? Like if I was actually getting harassed with direct energy weapons, I would be getting harassed here at my house. So like it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. So now it says here, I don't. It doesn't. That ninja just a distraction. We must ignore him. Look, so some probably, but this is the thing is that like the what we do in this channel, Nicola, is that what we use all of this other behavior, and like in my case, in that case, I make content exposing the behavior of gang stalkers, and so like I'm using gang stalking to my benefit, um, because I lived it for 7 years, so I'm gonna make sure to make money off of it. And the thing is that I'm gonna be dead before I allow anyone to destroy me and me being empty-handed. Thank you, Nicola. So the content is meant to help targets understand everything about gang stalking. We're going over the directed energy weapons, and the content is meant to help people keep your perceptions in reality, in the reality that we live. Because if you let it move away too far, you are literally, you can lose everything. Thank you, Nikola Tesla. I appreciate you. I love you. So look, so they're trying to keep me from sleeping tonight. There were times where I had really weird dreams. Like I've had dreams about gang stalkers. Like I literally dreamt someone just go like this and do the gang stalking grin like right to my face. Like I dreamt that one time. It was kind of insane, to be honest, but it happened. So Ciesla is saying, yes, anything that benefits your health, they attack. I get severely attacked by the direct energy weapons if I try to go swimming. With swimming in a lake, you have grounding, rehydration, and you get clean. They will hit during walks and tamper with supplements too. So I never had a problem when I was walking. Not really says, it weird, it looks like you have an energy ball right next to you. Yes, I am weird. Yes, I make jokes, but I like to help and I don't think I can see it. Okay, so I do have an energy ball. It's my light. I have a light to make me brighter, so that you guys can see more clearly. So I need to get a new charger for the computer because this charger is just not cutting it. It's not powerful enough. So now, facts protect your perception field with from other people and media. So this is the type of media that you guys need to protect yourself from. Like this media is not gonna help you at all. I hope this happens more than anything in the world, but I've been lied to quite a bit. But even when I'm actually corrected by somebody from the government, they can, under the previous administration, national security, blah blah. I don't know. So look, listen to this. So this person is Michelle Christopher, and she says, they microwave me like a fool. I feel the FKN heat. No use me. Keep posting. Oh, does no good. They use underfloor torture man electricity burning me. Cutting out God frick. Our worst don't care who believes me. Like these people are crazy. And like I wonder, has this person been driven crazy or been pushed so hard with the gang stalking narrative that she is convinced? Like it's like if I didn't come to the conclusion that the directed energy weapons were actually my mind, I would still be convinced that there are directed energy weapons being used on me. So listen to this. So this person is saying, yes, they turned the power off in my neighborhood today, and I felt the pain go away. They replaced the pole, probably just for me. I don't know. Like, look at how much testimony of people being attacked with direct energy weapons is out there. This in itself tells you that there are a lot of people who are claiming that they were attacked, or there are people that simply are trying to drive people crazy. So I have to go pee. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm back. So what do we have here? I really enjoy watching your videos. They are truly informative. Thank you, Eva K. I'm so glad. Eva K, are you a targeted individual? So what is this? Israel is currently striking Iran's capital, Tehran. Do you guys like content about war? That's crazy. What's that?
اینجا زدن، اینجا هم زدن، این لویزانم زدن، پشتم زدن، پشت لویزانم زدن.
That's insane. Wow. Okay, let's get out from here. So gang stalking. So who's this? Serve of God, like servant of God. Oh, so this person is saying gang stalking. Gang stalking. I don't know what this is. Okay, so let's do some of this. Let's check what this guy's saying. It's like gang stalking. So this guy is saying gang stalking. I don't know what this is, but they installed this morning. Looks like cameras and some type of internet equipment, weapon. I don't know. Is it about me? I don't know. I took a few pics of the parking lot. I've been hanging out to escape the radiation and direct energy. So let's do a Google search for this image. Stop. Tower. So let's see what this guy. So look, If you guys are getting targeted and you guys feel like that's a directed energy weapon, this is how simple you can solve it. Look, so all you do is that you go on Google. It's a weather station? Because he's by the beach. You know what I mean? Let's see the image again. Where's my desktop? Give me a sec. So let's look at the image again. Let me add the image again. Give me 1 second. So this is the image. It's like a tower. You know what I mean? With antennas. It looks like something for. Image with. Give me a second. I'm still here. Give me a second. So I'm adding Mac OS's capture, screen capture. Okay. Add existing. And then add video capture device. Add existing. And then we're going on the next one. And sorry, I just want to add another the image here, and then we're gonna add immediate image at existing tower. Here you go. No, I'm still here. Okay, so don't forget that I'm still here. I'm just trying to understand this thing. I will tell you guys if I would leave. So from here, so here you go. So that's that. I'm right here, and we're looking for that tower now. So it does have like hair, right? It's crazy. It looks like a weather tower. So let's just look for weather towers. Maybe let's see how that works. Let's type in weather towers, because I mean, those. Let's see, beach weather tower, because he said that he. What did he say it is? He said. It's at the beach. It has to be a weather tower. You know what I mean? It just has to. Like here, watch. It's a weather tower. It has to be. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that better? So it has to be a weather tower. My volume is all the way up too. It's a weather towers, but look at how crazy the people. Look at how weird. Just because they look weird, it doesn't mean that it's a freaking. It doesn't mean that it's a freaking directed energy weapon. You know. Oh, thank you. But you know what I mean, like. It's at a beach, but like, look, this person is getting gang stalk. It's about gang stalking, and this person is already saying, "Oh, it's a direct energy weapon." Like, no, and it's when you're getting gang stalk. That's the whole thing. That's what's so dangerous about it. Is that this type of content is what just worsens the situation for targets. I see this as a win. I can progress under these cameras and use them to my advantage, use them to document stalking and harassment and the violation of the color law. Like that person? Huh. No, it's crazy. So look, this person is saying, oh, gang stalking, I don't know what it is, but they installed it this morning. It's type of internet equipment, weapon, I don't know. And then this person is saying their cameras. The same person. Fellow TIs, I'm coming across a few videos related to being targeted that have some people describing things they're going through that you and I know are things we went through before realizing we were being targeted. I posted one last night, but I realized he was being targeted, mentioned, and even mentioned Pegasus software on his electronics. Like, these people are just drive other people crazy. But like, there's no way they're gonna put a directed energy weapon right outside, where anyone can take it. You know, it makes no sense. I will say with Pegasus towards the end of last year, like really full, you were actually hit with Pegasus. Had to replace the device twice before I had a working smartphone, which is now always on lockdown mode and can't be used for text, phone or FaceTime. Just internet with VPN identified temperature is called Aura. The gamers just burned my PC with a 0 day. I don't know what 0 day is. So yeah, the Gangstalkers, Jarhead Construction have their own servers when they're building lost powers, blah blah blah. Okay, so guys, just understand that, like, again, just understand that gang stalking is psychological warfare, and a lot of content about gang stalking is actually designed to make you crazy. Like, a lot of the content of gang stalking is designed to just literally make you believe that you're being harassed with directed energy weapons. So people cannot see you inside your house. That's a big lie that gang stalkers typically push. So understand that no one can see you inside your house. So that is how they make you feel paranoid. They keep telling you, oh, people can see you inside your house, so that you will become a paranoid mess. No one can see you inside your house. There's no people that are driving around, that are walking around with like X vision that can't see through your walls. That is such a lie. That is such a huge lie. Like, you have to understand that. They can't see inside your house. No, they can't. So look at this gang stalker is pushing. So not really is a gang stalker, just know that. So like the fact that they can doesn't mean that they do. Look, so let's see what technology there is. So that's gonna be the last thing that we're gonna do today. So devices that see through walls. This is gonna be interesting. Ultra usually rated on Cameo. So how big it is? Let's see. Oh, whatever. There's no way this is real.
My name is Sophia Stolberg. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Piloto 151 Co-working Spaces. Puerto Rico is a great place to do business, not just because of the world-class tax incentives. It's also about being able to do your best work.
Okay, so let's say you're a spy or even an overly protective dad, and you want to know when somebody leaves their room, but you don't want to get caught setting up some camera in the hallway or something that can be seen, but you want to be able to see the action right through the walls. Is that possible? Well, I'm going to show you that it is possible with the technology that's available to everybody. This is pretty amazing, actually. So I'm going to be showing you how you can get motion detection that sees through solid walls and even solid concrete. Okay, so to understand how this is working, first you have to understand that different wavelengths of electromagnetic waves can penetrate different objects. For example, we all know that visible light penetrates glass. But as you can see here, using my infrared camera, you can see that infrared light doesn't penetrate glass. So using a device called a Wallabot, costs about $80, and a smartphone, I'm going to be showing you how you can reach James Bond status in your espionage.
Bond. James Bond.
So before I show you how to commit espionage with this, let me show you what it's meant
those
to be
accusations.
used for. So the Wallabot uses radio frequency, which can penetrate walls and even concrete, and it senses what's behind it and then shows it as an image on your phone. So I believe this is one of the first 3D radio frequency imaging devices available to the public. For example, if you want to see if there's a pipe behind your wall, all you do is bring it near it, and here's the
Look at
pipe.
how close.
Sideways.
This is actually fascinating.
Even with something that's not metal, it can sense that it's there.
Sorry, give me a second. It didn't.
It's calling it a pipe or a
Sorry,
wire
sorry.
because it doesn't think there's an arm behind the wall. So basically, it's able to see right through this board here and see my arm behind it.
Look
If
at
you
how
turn it to
close
this
you have to
expert
keep
mode,
the phone,
you
and
can
look
see
at how
more
bad
of the
image
actual
is.
data that it's seeing.
Look, you only see the
This is
red.
awesome. Even if I move my arm back, so
See?
this is back about 6 inches, you can still see it.
6
Now
inches.
this is cool and
6 inches. So, but if you are like hanging out in your house, no one can see exactly where you're at. That's interesting. Think it's true. So no, apparently it is true. But do you really think that? But you know, when targets start imagining that they can see through you, through your walls, Look at how close the pole had to be to the wall, and look at how close the phone actually had to be to it. You know, like if it exists, yeah, but there's no one using that on people. Even I stopped using drugs because of this trauma. You know, but this stuff is, no one is gonna be using that around your house. Like, come on. It makes like people can watch. People are nosy as hell already. So if you live your life assuming that everyone is watching you, that's gonna be awful. But yeah, the tech exists. I'm sure a lot of the tech exists. But if you're getting targeted, there's not a group of people watching everything that you do, because these aren't normal people. These aren't normal people, and what happens is that these people have jobs. They're busy. They're not. If you're not immediately or readily available, they're not gonna be spending their time to stalk you. You know what I mean? If I get the chair in the corner, they send me an image, not the same but much. So, who's gonna send you an image? Like, what do you even mean? But no. So no. Like if you are a targeted individual, regardless of who's watching this, if you're a targeted individual, you cannot be assuming that people have all this tech walking around. Do you really think that people are gonna be going out, spend $80 to go look at you? And the image is gonna be like bad. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. You see, so now you're just making stuff up. Like, I'm sure that some laser beam microphone exists, but like if you're going you're jumping from being able to see you through your walls through freaking laser microphones. Like, a laser cannot go through a wall. Like, that's obvious because it's all photons. It's all light. So I mean, regardless or not, like if you're getting targeted, you cannot be questioning just because the technology exists. You cannot be assuming that people are walking around with this technology. Like, who do you know that buys any of these things? So I don't know, but that's what I'm lolling about. Yeah, it's like you cannot be assuming that everyone is walking around with this technology. Government. So look. Not really. I'm just appreciative that you're bringing up my engagement. Like, this guy is actually trying to make people paranoid. Like, I'm this close to blocking you, but I'm not, because I like you putting comments. But if you're a targeted individual, it's the most incredibly unhealthy thing to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm loving. Yeah, and people are always gonna be trying to, like, people are just trolling, I guess. But the thing is that gang stalking targets can be trolled really easily because they have been harassed so much that their reality is super distorted. And it's really important for targets to understand that people, if people know that you're a target, they're going to mess with your head. Just understand that. And they're going to be pushing a weird narratives. And that's all you have to understand. So I wanted to thank everyone for participating. And just understand that there's people around you that are going to be trying to mock you. There's people that are going to try to make you believe that everyone is walking around with this technology. There's a lot of content online about directed energy weapons, and there's people, like, not really, that are going to try to imply or say there's all these technologies being used. And all of this, even though it's like for shizzles and giggles, it's actually it's really bad for someone who's actually believing that they are being targeted. Like if you're getting targeted, just understand that it is incredibly harmful for you to be looking at content that is trying to confirm that they're being directed energy weapons used on targets. Like, you have to understand that. And it's the worst type of content that exists for you at this point in your life. You are going to get worse if you keep watching content about directed energy weapons. There is an actual intent. Look, actually, let me show you one thing. Give me a second. Look, so give me one sec. We're gonna go over one thing that I wanted to actually show you. Give me 1 second. So we're gonna go over, I'm gonna show you a little bit. Give me 1 second. So I'm gonna change this. So I'm gonna delete this. And I'm gonna add image slideshow. Just give me 1 second. No, it's not an image slideshow. I'm gonna add the monitor. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this real quick. Just give me 1 second. Tower. Delete. Yes. And give me 1 second real quick. We're gonna do one more thing. So we're done with Twitter X. And just give me 1 second. Remove. Yes. I'm gonna add macOS screen capture, and it's this one. So delete, remove. Yes. Ugh. So give me 1 second. I'm still trying to call image slideshow. Media source. What is this? So downloads. No. Oh, it's that's you can only do video. Bailey main control. Can I open this? No, you can't. Okay, give me a second. So I'm trying to show. Not really talk too much. I'm trying to open this this PDF file and show you guys, but it's just not showing. Video capture, scene, media source, image, browser. And okay, so I have to redo it again. Window capture. Sidecar. Here we go. I got it. Okay, cool. Okay, so here we go. And so look, check this out. So look at this. So look at this doctor. Just look at this. So it says. So here, we get this freaking PowerPoint presentation of directed energy weapons. And apparently it was written by this doctor. The reality of psychotronic weapons today, right? And this person is talking about electronic, about this. Like this person is talking about psychotronic weapons. And so, look, let me show you. So, this guy, the guy that wrote this, is supposed to be a doctor. A doctor. Preston T. Bailey, that's his name. You see that, right? So now let me show you something about this Dr. T. Bailey. No. Did I spell it wrong? Preston T. Bailey. Oh, I have to write Preston T. Bailey. Look. Oh, spiritual warfare center. So look, do you really look at it? Look at him. You see that? Do you really think that a person that wrote a book about spiritual warfare is gonna put that PowerPoint about? He wrote a book about spiritual warfare. And someone is claiming that that same doctor wrote a presentation for the whole world to see about directed energy weapons. Like, there is people actually out putting an actual effort to convince you, targets, gang stalking targeted individuals, that this guy, who is a minister, wrote a presentation on directed energy weapons. This guy was in a Christian show. There is no way that doctor put this together. W. Semming, these comments look a little bit artificial. I don't know. So just understand that there is an actual intent driving people crazy. There's an actual intent at someone trying to make you believe that all of these weapons are being used on targeted individuals. Like, there is an actual group of people trying to convince you that this stuff is being used on you. The moment you understand that, which is the craziest theory, but it's true, you guys see it. There are people pushing out this narrative, and this narrative actually makes people go crazy. Not just a couple, a lot of psychos, dude. The world is filled with so many psychopathic people. And there's someone is even trying to impersonate a minister. A minister. So anyways, that's it for the stream about directed energy weapons. After this, I'm gonna do a video about gang stalking, more gang stalking. If you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, so if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, suggestions, or you guys want me to cover any particular topic about gang stalking, guys, please feel free to write it down on any comment on any of my videos. Understand that the goal of the channel is to make people see that there's an actual intent at making people go crazy. Like, you guys just have to understand that, and it sounds like an impossibility. However, that's the reality of the world. There is someone trying to make people go crazy. It's just how it is. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Please take care. It was totally the flight camera. You guys have a great day, okay? I will see you guys later. I love you guys. And let's stop streaming.